Hello, you have come to watch this video because you or your partner believe that you may have what is known as delayed ejaculation. This is a classification in the DSM-5, which is the Diagnostic Statistician's Manual. This is where a group of experts and psychiatrists and clinicians, they get together and they decide on how to classify various disorders, dysfunctions, issues to do with all the mind and all the body. And these decisions are based upon research and experience and feedback since the manual they had before them. So basically, the way they describe delayed ejaculation is marked infrequency of ejaculation or a marked absence of ejaculation, and that needs to happen 75 to 100% of the time for at least in the last 6 months. But you don't need to tick a box with me. I don't need you to come here with a delayed ejaculation diagnosis. If it is causing you and or your partner distress, then come to me and we can work out a way to reduce the ejaculation period. Okay. I must say well, most, like 90% of DE cases, delayed ejaculation, DE cases are tied up in relationships. So if you are in a relationship, it would be interesting to look at your masturbating habits, like what are your fantasies like, and what kind of porn do you watch, and how do you treat your penis when you masturbate, and then compare it to when you're having sex with your partner, and because basically it's fairly natural for arousal to feel different when you're on your own and when you're with your partner. So that's why it's interesting to look at how it's different. Okay. Something quite some DE does come from a bit of performance anxiety too. For instance, if you are worried about pregnancy, maybe, or if you are trying to get pregnant, then that puts all sorts of anxiety and pressure on you. So that's something we can look at too. There are currently no drugs or medication to help deal with DE, as there is with premature ejaculation and erectile dysfunction as of yet. But there are so many different things we can do to help you on a psychological, well, a biopsychosocial way, biologically, socially, and psychologically. All right, so when I talk about your masturbation habits, I'm talking about how how hard do you grip your penis when you masturbate? And can that be replicated when you're having intercourse? And are there aspects missing from partnered intercourse that aren't within your masturbation practice? And how often? How often do you masturbate? I just want to make sure that you know that masturbation is natural, and I don't want to stop you from masturbating, but it's just about the correlation between that and that, which is partnered sex. Right. So when you are in a situation where you are penetrating your partner and you're not ejaculating, it can be quite easy to disappear outside of your body, or just get in your head. But the best way to help is actually to focus on your partner, to focus on their pleasure, and to be in the moment of the sex rather than out there or in here. And if you are used to using a condom and you're not anymore, that could be something to do with it. And there's an easy way to find out whether it is a condom or not. It's by having sex with a condom, having sex without a condom, and then seeing if there's a big difference in the time period. How old are you? That's another thing to think about, because older people need more stimulation in order to ejaculate. So just think about that too. The other practical thing that can be done is actually using a masturbation sleeve, and exploring different ways of masturbating that are more similar to what happens in partnered sex. So That is as much as I can say for DE, because there's a lot more exploring involved with this, because exercises aren't as prescriptive, although sensate focus is another great one, so look that up if you don't end up coming to me. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, and if you've got any more questions, let me know.